Welcome to this week's reading, which is a collective reading, both local and global, with advice. So when I say local, it will be precisely unique for you and your particular relative reality, because I tune these cards in to do exactly that, to call in your guides, your ancestors, your ascended masters, whomever works with you of the divine light, love, and light, to help you with your particular reading. So tune in as I go through the cards and listen to that which is aligned with you. So when I drew the cards, I got 3 cards. Kind of makes it look like a pick a card, but it's not. So I'm using the Spirit Cats Inspirational cards for the local themes, and then the Magical Times Empowerment cards for the global themes, because our locality collective affects us, as well as the global collective affects us as well. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so let's get started here for our first local card. So tune in to the ones that were relative to you. This one is Flow. Meet Zephyr. She is flexible, flowing, and gentle like a light wind. She intuitively responds to the rhythms of the world around her. When a door opens, she just walks through, easy as a breeze. When the door closes, she circles, eddies, and finds a window to slip silently through. She blooms with the spring and knows how to let go with the fall. She is change, and she welcomes change. Her strength comes not through resistance, but through perfect flow, like a river, sculpting the rocks, finding and making the space to keep moving. Very good. Oh, this is fitting. This is local, but I think some of us are affecting this feeling this as well as global. We have to flow with life as life is coming through us. That's the first impression I'm getting, especially with the second card coming in, Catalyst. Meet Luna. She may seem a little ominous at first, but do not worry. She's truly here to help us. She is the catalyst. She is the key form of the Philosopher's Stone, the magical alchemy that metaphorically turns lead into gold. She might shake things up like a crazy thunderstorm, but the sky will be so much clearer afterward. She is the maven of breakthroughs and revelations. When Luna crosses your path, you might feel a shiver, but do not be afraid. That is only the first sign of a miraculous shift. So the impression I'm really getting with this is everything is in divine order. We have to trust the divine order and witness it. And we can usually never see the divine order until it's hindsight 2020. But keep in mind, your higher self, your higher consciousness guides you, has foresight 2020. It's the ego that you can't see before it happens. And then our final one here is Tending the Garden. Meet Gala. Her peculiar flowers bloom in the sun of her nurturing love and care. In a tucked away corner of the forest, she planted a few precious seeds. For months she watered the earth and sang patient love songs. Above the surface, nothing appeared to be happening, so the other kitties didn't understand why she spent so much time in the overlooked spot. Eventually, delicate emerald tendrils peeped out of the soil. Gala loved and protected them until wondrous blossoms burst forth. What seeds do you nurture in your heart? What garden are you trying to grow? Perfect coming after that catalyst. We have to flow with life, and then a catalyst is coming in, and then we plant our seeds in the garden. So it's kind of like, flowing with autumn coming in, the catalyst of winter, and then spring comes and we plant our seeds and things are getting better. So that is the main impressions that I'm getting with the local reading. Let's look at the global scale. Global collective. Okay, this one to me represents Kuan Yin, mercy. She's all about compassion. She did come in reverse. So this is like for extra emphasis. Considering what's going on in March 2022 right now, I think this is a good call. Let compassion fill your world. Offer kindness to all living things. What you give, you also receive. Do not doubt your power on the local scale to affect the global collective. What you do locally, even just sitting in your own space, meditating, sending loving, compassionate energy to the global scale is tremendously powerful and effective. So do not doubt that. Mercy and compassion. And then our second one we have is change. Oh, yeah, very fitting with the Catalyst card. Mercy came with the flow. Gotta let things flow and have compassion as they're coming in. And now we have the change card, and that's coming in with the Catalyst card, which brings in, Catalyst brings in change. This one also came in reversed, so we want to spend special attention. We'll pay actual attention to that. You are transforming. Let go of the past. Embrace the light and joy of this new day. That's what Luna was doing too. So on a global scale, things are changing. The things that are going on, they are disastrous, but they are going to bring an enormous shift and change. And then our last one is nature. Man, how fitting, because this one was talking about planting the seeds in the garden. And here we go, nature. Sometimes all you need is to go outside, breathe in the fresh air to remember who you are and where you want to be. Big emphasis on remember who you are. Because playing as the avatars that we play on planet Earth, we forget we are the source, the infinite, abundant, all-powerful source that plays the avatar. And then we believe we are the avatar. So remember who you really are. You are all-powerful. So yes, your prayers, your meditations, your intentions, your visualizations are powerful and effective and can change the world on a global and a local scale. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some tarot here and get some more emphasis and more details. Again, tune in is what is relative to you, whether you find this on your local, collective, and or your global. Tune in, you will recognize it and understand it. And what I will do is pull up the first row of tarot, and then immediately afterwards I'll pull up the clarifying cards and then read the cards for you. Okay, that one didn't come out. Okay. Very fitting cards for what's going on. Very fitting. I'm seeing a lot of the global scale, but to pick up on what's fitting for you on the global, on the local as well when we do this. All right. And we do the clarifying, and as I do the clarifying, if you've been with me, you know this is the time I love to give a shout out to all of my subscribers. Thank you. I love you so much. And a big welcome to my new subscribers. It is awesome to have you join me here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad to have you here with me. And I do want to give you special thanks for all your likes, your comments, and your bell notifications as they help me in the YouTube algorithm. And you're helping my channel to grow and help me serve many more, which means the world to me because I love to serve others. Thank you for helping me help more. Thank you. And then I'd like to give a little special thanks on your comments because I'm over here in the dark reading, for general, tuning them into you and your unique relative realities, but I don't know what they are. So when you give me the comments and share with me, it's delightful. It's so delightful. Kind of expands upon it for me. So thank you for those. And I do personal readings, so if you need one of those, you can find the link to those in the description box below. So let's see what we got going on here. All right, so tune in whether you feel like this is connecting to you locally or globally. So yeah, we have some deception going on. Justice is coming in. Okay, so I don't know if you have felt in your local environment someone deceiving you in your life, or if you're seeing this on the global scale. Justice is coming in. Karma will be served. Have faith in that. This also represents Libra, if this is relative to any of you in any certain way. May or may not be, and it doesn't matter. That which is being hidden, that which has been hidden is what a really impression I'm getting is going to be uncovered. And for some, even if it's never uncovered, it doesn't matter, because it can't be hidden. Can't be hidden from the spiritual source, and the karma will come. So justice will be served. And this isn't a smack back, vengeful thing. This is the seed you plant or what you reap, what you sow. This is all this is. So. Okay, so there has been failure in our past with something. And we have got big focus on this failure. And this failure will inhibit us with something that we want to do in the future. So don't let that inhibit you. Sometimes that failure comes in the form of the catalyst. It could have been your ego was on a path that wasn't working for you. And so that catalyst is going to come in and change things so you can plant your new seeds and grow your new garden that will work for you. Tune into your higher self to know what those seeds should be, and tune into your heart, and which feels like flow, feels easy, feels like joy, feels like happiness. That's the way you want to flow, and follow that. Take the focus off the failure, because your ego is like, it gets data one time. Oh, I failed once, I forever shall fail again. Don't let it buy into that. There is some type of gathering together, uniting with loved ones. So if any of you felt like there's been a separation of this, the impression I'm getting with this is a failure in the past of where you couldn't be united with your loved ones. Don't let this eat at you. Get your eyes off of this and focus. Make those intentions, write it down. I'm enjoying spending my time with my loved ones. Thank you. It feels wonderful. Write it down as if it's happening now. Manifest that time being spent with them. That's the failure I'm kind of getting with that one. You have to set your intentions, yes. Coming in here with the King of Swords, or the King of Air, or whatever. You have to do that. Set those intentions, make a plan, make a strategy, execute it. It will work. You have to focus and visualize it. Visualization is so important. Visualization, creation is how this world works. It really does. And some of you are working on a harmonic relationship here. Harmony in a partnership to agreeing. So we could look at this on the global scale. Let's come to agreements. The leaders. You could also look at this on your local scale. Perhaps you have a romantic partner, perhaps you have a business partner, perhaps you have a friend, perhaps you have someone that you are partnership with, a hobby, what have you. Bringing this into harmony. So celebrating time together. If there's been failure in that with the past, make a plan, strategize, and you can bring things into harmony. Visualize and see things being in the harmony, going back on that global scale. Plant those seeds. Plant them. Plant those seeds by visualizing it. Things do not feel like they're going well in our world right now. That's globally. Tune in to how this may or may not fit you locally. And that's understandable. We really have to focus on the passions of our heart and our heart's desires, and really set our sights on those with those intentions and our focus and our visualizations. It's going back to that. Because our world feels upside down right now, and to write it up and make it feel like things are going in the right world, we have to be being that queen of fire. Living in her passions, executing them and living them and breathing them. So write those visualizations, see them, utilize your heart. That is your power. You are the source. You have desires placed in your hearts to get you doing that. Again, some of you are not spending time with your loved ones, perhaps being separated on the global situation, even maybe local. Things are not working out because of disharmony. You're not getting along, or circumstances separating you, which are making your world feel upside down too. Definitely want to set those intentions, utilize that. Manifestations. Secret the Magic, Rhonda Byrne. I really recommend it. It's really good for you to create and manifest your desires coming true. This one, life feels really overwhelming and challenging right now. You can get through these challenges. You're being assured you can. Tune into your spiritual help. Tune into the help of others that are around you. Be willing to take those helps. This can be globally and locally. Some of you are on a residential move, and granted, on a global scale, that's understandable. Apologize. Granted, on a global scale, that makes a lot of sense. Have faith, hang in there. I know this is difficult. This move, the way I'm getting that impression, if you're on those global scales, those have been having to evacuate. The impression I get this card, it's usually different, but I know this is a move you do not want to make. Really tune into your higher self, surrender to your higher self. You are experiencing the catalyst. You are experiencing the change, but this change will bring in greater things. Don't give up. The life you've known has been shaken up, but it doesn't mean a good life does not await you. And that's the hard part, to have faith, and that is the hard part to remember. And hang in there with faith, and set your intentions of what you want to see and what you want to experience. Hang on to your heart's desires of what you want to experience. You will have to work on releasing some attachments to the old that may have gone away. Some of you with this experience of being separated from loved ones, your world's being upside down, going especially on this global scale, and you might be experiencing this locally as well, are feeling extremely overburdened and overwhelmed, and are definitely having to delegate and seek help. Those of you on the global scale, you are having to get help. Receive it, be grateful for it, definitely allow those to help you. You have people that are in leadership that are assisting you and helping you and want to help you. Locally, you might have someone in your life that is really wanting to do this. They're happy to do this. And it is their heart's desire to do this. It's their heart's desire to help you. And they are powerful. It is their passion. This is their goal in life, to help people and assist people, and that's what they really want to do. So allow them to come in and help you. Delegate that help. Some of you are suffering with the king who burns. And I know you are, especially on a global scale. And some of you might be very well feeling this locally. And my deepest apologies of this. And this is where all that burden and overwhelm is coming from, because of the one who burns you. My deepest apologies. And it could be the ones that are calling separation with your friends and family. And it definitely turned your world upside down. And it's making everything feel like a failure. Keep in mind, everything can be righted. You are having help. They're telling you to definitely stay in your heart's passions. This catalyst is bringing change. And from this change, you will plant new seeds and you will grow. Nature springs forth from destructions. It's painful. It's hard. You have my empathies, and you might be experiencing this locally. You may be experiencing this globally. If you experience this globally and you can locally, then you can work on your own local situation. As you do that, you're putting that vibration of healing and recovering and coming back into the world vibration, which helps us on a global scale as well. So you can do that. We also have the Ace of Wands. Yes, this is starting something new, but there's a delay. And right now we're going to have to just face with whatever you're going through at the moment. Something new is coming in, and it is of your heart's passion, what you want to do. It is coming in. But at the moment it's being delayed. You're just having to deal with the catalyst and the change. And then things will calm down. And you will be able to go back into nature and plant those seeds. They will calm down. Have faith in that. Do not let go. Right now you're really being asked to flow and have compassion on yourself as you go through these changes, and compassion on those around you as well. Have mercy. Okay, and then the Three of Pentacles. Yes, you will be able to work with others that are on the same goal, that are in alignment with you. And when you're doing that, that is bringing in success. When you're working together, that's working on attaining the same goals and bringing in different people with different abilities and different skills and different roles and different positions coming together and making things work. That sounds good locally as well as globally. Okay, so let's wrap us up now here with an Angels and Ancestor oracles. One thing I wanted to catch too, I almost forgot this. We did get a pair here, the counterparts, the King and Queen of Fire sitting upright. We did have a strategy here for harmony with partnership. This tells me a romantic partnership. So some of you may be in a romantic partnership, and the Queen came in here under the world being upside down, and the King came in here with the, being really overburdened to the point we need to delegate help. So, delegate to get help. With that being said, this is possibly a couple being stressed by outside life circumstances. And again, you're dealing with catalysts and change. Could be globally, understandably so. Could even be separated, since this card comes in between not being able to spend time with loved ones. Could be that this forced move, that comes in that too. So it could be you dealing with that. But y'all are upright, hang in there, don't let go, focus on your desires. Some of you might be having a little bit of a riffraff on your local scale, just an argument or a dispute or something that could be making your world feel upside down. It could be outside circumstances, or it could be just you disagreeing on something. You are upright, you are secure. This was upright, this is secure. You will be able to work through this and come out okay. Have faith. Okay, now back to our Angels and Ancestor problem. Sorry. Trying to make sure I got all zodiac cards. Yeah, I had one. Oh, yes, Libra. My bad. Libra. I might have said that, if that's relative to any of you. Not quite. Almost. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. Okay. Sage. Be devoted and committed. You have the power, because you are a spiritual being. You have the power to bring in your desires, and it's going to start with being open to flow. That's acceptance, allowance, non-resistance, and that's hard. That was our first card here. And it came in with compassion with Kuan Yin here, having compassion on the situation. So open to the flow of the catalyst and let the change come in. But then you can plant your desires. You plant the seeds of your desires. Be devoted and committed, and they will come forth. They will come forth. You are powerful. You have power here. Even in your local environment, even if you're really stressed about the global situation, what you do in your little local area, like I said, just sitting on and meditating and visualizing, writing out what you want to see for the world, and you'd be amazed at how powerful you are. And just backing that right up, we have the Magic Guardian here. Unlock the magic within. Same thing. You have the power to create your desires. We want to go into our spirituality here. Come in. Let's tune into our guides. Let's tune into our guardian angels. Let's get our spirit team on our helps. Power animals, spirit animals, totem animals, ascended masters, fairies of the white light, angels of the white light. You have assistance. Let's get back into our spirit team and create. Create from that space of love and compassion. And the higher consciousness will assist you in making this. You can create your world being upright, whether this reading is affecting you locally and or globally. Harmony awaits us. Okay guys, let's all hang in here for March 2022. Thank you. I love you. You love you too. Until next time. Much love and much light.